All right, sunshine and adventure are calling. You ready for this?
Always.
Today, we're diving deep into the best family vacation spots in Florida, so if you're planning a family trip,
You're in the right place.
get ready for theme park thrills, some beachy relaxation, and maybe even a little bit of history.
Because Florida really does have it all.
We've got some insider tips to make this trip truly unforgettable, all
Ugh.
thanks to some intel from pasted text.
This is going to be good.
I know, right?
Florida is just amazing because it packs so much variety into a surprisingly small area. Like you can literally go from a heart-stopping roller coaster to snorkeling with dolphins to walking through centuries-old forts all in the same trip.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so first stop,
Ours.
Orlando.
Huh?
Obviously, we have to talk about Orlando.
Of course.
It's basically the theme park capital of the universe.
It's true.
But we're going to go beyond just Disney World and Universal,
Okay.
even though those are absolute must-dos, of course.
Obviously.
A lot of people don't realize there's a ton to do in Orlando that's not a mega theme park.
Right.
Have you ever been to Icon Park?
I have, yeah.
Got this giant Ferris wheel that gives you the coolest views of the city.
Yeah, and if you're feeling brave, there's always Gatorland.
Gatorland. For little kids. I don't know about that one.
Well, it really depends on your kids, right?
Sure.
But Gatorland is more than just alligators. They've got these zip lines and shows and all sorts of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, it might be worth checking out their website just to see if it's a good fit for your family.
Okay, that's a good point. So theme parks are amazing, but they can also be pricey. That's why we've got some insider tips on affordable hotels that don't sacrifice the fun factor.
You know, if you're looking for a hotel that's basically an amusement park in itself, the Holiday Inn Resort Orlando Suites Water Park is where it's at. They have family suites with kitchenettes.
That's huge.
Yeah, for saving money on food. And get this, their own Wen water park.
OMG, an on-site water park? That's so
Yeah.
smart. Kids would be in heaven.
Exactly. And then if you want to be super close to the Disney magic, but don't need all the fancy resort stuff, the Fairfield Inn and Suites by Marriott Orlando Lake Buena Vista is a winner. Free breakfast A&D, a shuttle to the parks, you can't beat that.
You really can't. All right, next up, we're trading the mouse ears for some serious Gulf Coast vibes.
Okay.
Get ready for Tampa Bay. Now, Tampa might not be the first place that pops into your head for a family trip, but let me tell you, this place has got some serious surprises.
Yeah, Tampa is interesting because it's this awesome mix of city excitement A&D, that laid-back Gulf Coast feel.
Yeah,
It's not just one or the other, you get both.
I like that. Okay, so obviously Busch Gardens is a must for thrill-seeking families.
Mm.
We're talking roller coasters that will make you scream and the incredible animal encounters. I can practically hear you screaming already.
I know, but you know what's really cool about Tampa is that it has something for everyone. You can spend the morning on a heart-pounding roller coaster, and then in the afternoon, you're chilling on the beach.
It's true. And speaking of beaches, Clearwater Beach is just a short drive away
Mhm.
and is consistently ranked as one of the best beaches in the U.S.
Absolutely.
White sand, crystal clear water, the whole 9 yards. Perfect for some family relaxation after a day of theme park adventures.
And don't worry, Tampa also has some awesome budget-friendly hotels. The Holiday Inn Express and Suites Tampa USF Busch Gardens is a solid pick.
All right.
It's super close to Busch Gardens, which saves you money on transportation. And D, they have a free breakfast buffet.
All right, so for a family on the go, the free breakfast is key.
Absolutely. And if you're looking for something a bit more spacious and don't mind being a little further from the action, the La Quinta Inn by Wyndham Tampa near Busch Gardens is a great option. Comfortable rooms, free parking. It's perfect for families who want to spread out a bit.
Perfect. Okay, you ready to crank up the energy? Because we're heading south to the city that never sleeps, Miami.
Miami is electric. Seriously, the moment you arrive, you can just feel the energy. It's a cultural melting pot with incredible food, stunning beaches, and yes, plenty of family-friendly fun too.
You know, everyone thinks of South Beach when they think of Miami, and iconic.
Yeah.
But for families, it can be a bit overwhelming, right? You mentioned there are some specific areas in South Beach that are more family-friendly.
Yeah, totally. Loomis Park, for example, you get those classic South Beach views and vibes. But in a more relaxed, family-oriented setting, you're right near the beach, there's a playground, and it's just a really nice spot to hang out with the kids.
Okay, sold. Now, you know I'm all about those unique experiences, so what else is there to do in Miami with kids that's maybe a little off the beaten path?
Well, I'm sure the Miami Children's Museum would be a hit. It's packed with hands-on exhibits that kids absolutely love.
Of course.
And who doesn't love a stoop?
Right.
Zoo Miami is home to over 3,000 animals from around the world.
Amazing. All right, so we've covered beaches, museums, and a zoo. Let's talk lodging. Miami, being a big city, can be pricey. Are there any budget-friendly options that don't feel like you're sacrificing comfort?
Absolutely. For a great balance of comfort and affordability, the Hampton Inn Suites Miami Airport South Blue Lagoon is a great pick. Spacious suites, breakfast is included, and there's a pool, which is essential for those hot Miami days.
A pool is an MD in Miami, for sure. And for families on a tighter budget, the Spring Hole Suites by Marriott Miami Airport South is a fantastic option. Free breakfast, kitchenette suites for making quick meals, and a convenient location for exploring the city. That's a win in my book.
Definitely.
All right, from the city that never sleeps, we're heading to a place that practically encourages naps.
Yeah.
Get ready for some serious relaxation, because next up, the Florida Keys.
Love the Keys.
Picture this: turquoise waters, swaying palm trees, and that sweet scent of salt air. Does it get any more idyllic than that?
The Florida Keys are truly unique. You get that total tropical paradise vibe without even needing a passport.
Right.
And honestly, the relaxed atmosphere and all the amazing marine life make it perfect for families.
Okay, so I'm already picturing my toes in the sand, but where should we start our Keys adventure?
Let's kick things off in Key Largo,
Okay.
home to the incredible John Pennicamp Coral Reef State Park. I'm talking snorkeling in crystal clear water, surrounded by vibrant coral reefs and colorful fish. It's an underwater adventure that will create memories to last a lifetime.
Okay, I'm sold. Sign me up for some snorkeling. But what about those who aren't quite ready to dive into the deep?
No problem. There's plenty to do above water, too. You can go kayaking, paddleboarding, or even take a glass-bottom boat tour. And speaking of unforgettable encounters, no trip to the Keys is complete without a visit to the Dolphin Research Center in Marathon.
Okay, wait, you're telling me we can meet dolphins?
Yeah.
I'm officially obsessed.
It's not just about watching them, it's about learning about them, their behavior and the importance of conservation. So it's educational and entertaining, which is a perfect combo for families.
Okay, let's talk about where to rest our sun-kissed heads after a day of exploring the Keys. We're all about those hidden gems that are easy on the wallet. What have you got?
In Key Largo, I love the Marina Del Mar Resort and Marina. You know what kids love?
What?
Boats. And they have a marina right there. Plus, there's a pool for splashing around and spacious family suites for spreading out.
Okay, boat watching 80 a pool. The kids would be thrilled.
Right. And over in Marathon, there's Captain Pip's Marina and Hideaway. This place is all about affordability and location. You wake up to waterfront views, and they've got boat rentals right there for family adventures. Imagine taking the kids out on their own little boating adventure. How cool is that?
It's cool.
It just goes to show you don't have to sacrifice comfort or fun to stay within your budget. It's all about doing a little research and finding those hidden gems that really cater to families.
It's true. From the underwater wonders of the Keys, we're time traveling back to the very beginnings of American history.
Okay.
You ready for St. Augustine? This place is overflowing with history and charm. It's actually the oldest city in the U.S., which is pretty cool.
St. Augustine is amazing because it's not just about looking at old stuff.
Right.
It's about experiencing history in a way that's super engaging for all ages. You're
Right.
literally walking in the footsteps of history here.
That's so true. All right, so first up, the Castillo de San Marcos National Monument. This fort has been standing guard over St. Augustine for centuries. I bet the kid will be pretending to fire the cannons all day. And after a day exploring the fort, you can unwind at the family-friendly Smart Stay Inn. They have a pool, which is perfect for cooling off, and a free breakfast to fuel up for another day of adventures.
And for a dose of pirate-themed fun, you have to visit the St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum. They have real pirate artifacts, interactive exhibits, and even a genuine pirate treasure chest.
No way.
It's like stepping into a pirate movie.
Speaking of movies, I can already picture a pirate-themed family photo shoot happening there. Talk about Instagram-worthy.
Totally. And if you're looking for a hotel that's walking distance to the beach, the best Western St. Augustine Beach Inn is a great option. They have family rooms to fit everyone comfortably, and the beach is just steps away.
Okay, so we've hit Orlando, the theme park capital, Tampa Bay, the city with beachy vibes, Miami, the cultural hotspot that never sleeps, the Keys for ultimate relaxation, and St. Augustine, where history comes to life.
Wow.
I'm exhausted just thinking about all the fun.
Now we've barely scratched the surface.
I know, right? It's incredible how much Florida has to offer families.
It is.
Welcome back to our Florida deep dive. We've already covered so much ground from the theme park thrills of Orlando to the historical charm of St. Augustine. But you know what? Florida's got even more to offer.
So much more.
Buckle up because we're about to explore the wild side of Florida.
I love this part. What's so fascinating about Florida is that it's not just beaches and theme parks.
Well-
You've got this incredible array of ecosystems,
Yeah.
from wetlands to natural springs to coral reefs, and they're all perfect for families to explore and connect with nature.
Okay, so I'm picturing like kayaking through mangrove tunnels, spotting dolphins, maybe even seeing a manatee or two.
Oh, yeah.
Where do we even begin?
Well, on the Gulf Coast, you've got Weeki Wachee Springs State Park.
Okay.
And get this, it's home to the famous Weeki Wachee mermaids.
Wait, mermaids? Real live mermaids?
Well, not real mermaids, but these incredibly talented performers who put on these amazing underwater shows. Imagine your kids' faces watching these graceful mermaids gliding through the crystal clear water. It's pure magic.
Okay, that's seriously cool.
Yeah.
But mermaids aside, what else makes Weeki Wachee special?
The park has so much to offer. You can swim and snorkel in the springs, kayak down the Weeki Wachee River. Keep an eye out for otters and manatees, by the way.
Oh, cool.
And the bird watching is fantastic. It's a nature lover's paradise.
Awesome. Yeah. All right, from mermaids and springs, let's head inland to a totally different kind of wilderness adventure. The Everglades.
Okay.
I'm thinking alligators, airboats, and a whole lot of untamed beauty. Am I on the right track?
Definitely. Everglades National Park is this vast ecosystem, and it's unlike anything else. They call it a river of grass.
River of grass. I like that.
Yeah, and it's home to all sorts of amazing wildlife. Alligators, crocodiles, panthers, birds galore.
Okay, I'm intrigued, but also maybe a little intimidated. How can families safely and, enjoyably experience the Everglades?
There are so many ways to explore the Everglades. Airboat tours are super popular. You zoom through the sawgrass marshes and get up-close views of alligators from a safe distance, of course.
Very good.
If you prefer something a little more low-key, there are guided kayak tours, nature walks, and even camping within the park.
I think I'd stick to the nature walks personally.
Yeah,
Alligators and I, not exactly best friends.
that's fair. Well, whatever your comfort level, the key is to be prepared, respect the wildlife, and choose tours and activities that are appropriate for your family.
Good advice. Speaking of beaches, let's head back to the coast,
Okay.
this time to the Atlantic side, and get ready for something truly special. The Canaveral National Seashore.
Oh, I love that place.
It's a totally different kind of beach experience.
Yeah.
Untouched, wild, and just teeming with wildlife.
It's like stepping back in time. You've got miles of undeveloped beaches, dunes, and a chance to spot some incredible wildlife like nesting sea turtles.
Oh my gosh, sea turtles. Okay, you're speaking my language now. I've always
Wow.
wanted to see sea turtles nesting. It's like one of those bucket list things for me.
Well, if you're lucky, you might just get your wish at Canaveral National Seashore. It's a major nesting site for sea turtles. You can also go bird watching, fishing, hiking, or just relax and soak up the tranquility of nature. It's a fantastic escape from the hustle and bustle.
I love it. Okay, real talk for a second. All this nature talk is making me think about bugs. Is that something families need to be prepared for in Florida?
It's definitely something to be mindful of.
Yeah.
Florida's warm and humid, which means mosquitoes and other bugs can be an issue, especially in the summer. But don't let that stop you from enjoying the great outdoors. Just pack some insect repellent, wear light-colored clothing, and try to avoid being outside during dusk and dawn when mosquitoes are most active.
Good to know. So we've covered theme parks, beaches, historical sites, and now natural wonders. What else have we got? Any hidden gems that families might not even know about?
You know what's really cool? Florida has all these small coastal towns and villages that most tourists never even see.
Really?
Yeah, they offer a glimpse into old Florida. Think slower pace of life, friendly locals, and just this sense of tranquility that you don't find in the big cities.
Okay, so I'm picturing quaint shops, colorful houses, and maybe a seafood shack on the pier with the freshest catch of the day. Where should we go?
One of my favorite hidden gems is Cedar Key, located on the nature coast of Florida. It's this little island community that you can reach by a scenic causeway. You can kayak through calm waters, collect seashells on pristine beaches, and enjoy some of the freshest seafood you've ever tasted.
Okay, I'm adding Cedar Key to my list right now. It sounds magical.
It really is. And the best part, these small towns have a real sense of community. The locals are super friendly, and you really feel like you're experiencing authentic Florida, not just the tourist version.
I love that. Speaking of authenticity, let's be real. Traveling with a family can get expensive. Are there any family-friendly accommodations in these small towns that won't break the bank?
Absolutely. That's one of the great things about these smaller communities. You can find charming bed and breakfasts, family-run motels, and even vacation rentals that offer a real home away from home feel.
It's amazing how much variety Florida offers. I mean, we've gone from the thrills of theme parks to the tranquility of small coastal towns. It really does have something for everyone.
It's true, and that's what makes planning a Florida vacation so much fun. There are endless possibilities.
But it can also be a little overwhelming, right?
A little bit.
With so many choices, where do you even start?
It's all about figuring out what your family's into. Do you want adventure? Relaxation? A mix of both. Do you have a budget in mind?
Yeah.
Once you know what you're looking for, you can narrow down your options and create an itinerary that's perfect for your family.
And don't forget to involve the kids in the planning.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Let them pick some activities or destinations that they're excited about.
Yeah,
It'll make the trip even more special for everyone.
absolutely.
Okay, so we've explored theme parks, beaches, natural wonders, and now these charming small towns. Is there anything we've missed? Any last-minute tips before we move on to the grand finale of our Florida deep dive?
Just one final thought. Florida's weather can be unpredictable, especially during hurricane season. Always check the forecast before you travel and be prepared for potential changes in plans.
Good point.
Having a backup plan or being flexible with your itinerary can save you a lot of stress.
Great point. It's always better to be prepared. Okay, I think we've covered all the essential tips and insights for planning a truly unforgettable family vacation in Florida, but we've still got one more part to go.
Can't wait.
Welcome back to our Florida deep dive. We've uncovered so much already. Theme parks, beaches, nature, even those charming little towns you might not have known about.
Yeah.
But trust me, Florida's got more surprises up its sleeve. It's like the state was made for family fun.
It really is. What's fascinating is how Florida caters to everyone. History buffs, thrill seekers, nature lovers, it's all here.
Okay, so for this final part of our deep dive, I'm ready to hear about the really unique stuff, those hidden gems, the experiences that'll make people say, wait, you did what in Florida? Where should we begin?
Well, how about a trip to outer space?
Whoa.
I'm serious. The Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex on Florida's Space Coast is a dream come true for anyone who's ever looked up at the stars and wondered.
Okay, I am all about space. Tell me more.
You can witness a rocket launch.
No way.
Can you imagine how cool that would be for kids?
That would be amazing.
Explore actual spacecraft and even meet real-life astronauts.
OMG, meeting an astronaut. Sign me up. That is so much cooler than just reading about space in a book.
Right. It's incredible to see the history of space exploration come to life, and they've even got a special area just for kids, the Children's Play Dome. It's all about making learning about space super fun and engaging.
I love that. Okay, from outer space, let's plunge into another incredible world, the underwater world of Crystal River National Wildlife Refuge. I hear there's a chance to swim with some gentle giants.
You're talking about manatees, right? It's an amazing experience, but it's so important to do it responsibly.
You're reading my mind. Swimming with manatees is definitely on my bucket list, but I only want to do it if it's safe and ethical, for both the animals and down to the people.
Absolutely. You need to choose tour operators who are all about sustainable practices and following the rules set by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. That way, everyone has a good time and the manatees are protected.
Got it. Okay, what else is on our hidden gem list? We've got space, we've got manatees. What's next?
Let's head south to Sanibel Island.
Okay.
It's famous for its beaches, but not just beaches. These are shelling beaches.
Oh, cool.
And people come from all over to find these incredible seashells.
Okay, I've heard of Sanibel, but I have to ask, is it really that much better for shelling than other beaches?
The variety and number of shells you find on Sanibel is unbelievable. The way the island is situated creates these natural currents that basically bring the shells right to you. Plus, the beaches are pretty undeveloped, so it feels like you've discovered your own little slice of paradise.
Okay, that sounds so relaxing. Just combing the beach with the kids, finding treasures. I love it.
It's the perfect way to unwind, unplug, and just appreciate the simple things.
Okay, before we officially wrap up our Florida deep dive,
Yeah.
I have to ask, beyond all the amazing things we've talked about, what is it about Florida that makes it so special for families?
There's this almost magical feeling in Florida.
Yeah.
It's like anything is possible.
I agree.
You can ride a roller coaster that feels like you're flying, swim with gentle giants in crystal clear water, even watch a rocket launch into space. Florida has a way of bringing out the sense of wonder and excitement in everyone, no matter how old you
I
are.
totally agree. It's like Florida adds a sprinkle of magic to everything.
Exactly. And that's what makes it the perfect place to create those lasting family memories.
So true. All right, folks, there you have it. We've explored the very best of Florida for families, from the thrills of theme parks to the peacefulness of nature to those hidden gems you won't find in every guidebook.
I think we did a good job.
Me too. We uncovered budget-friendly tips, talked about some truly unique experiences, and hopefully sparked your wanderlust to plan your own Florida family adventure. Remember, it's not just about where you go, it's about WHO you're with and the memories you make along the way. So embrace the magic of Florida, let your curiosity be your guide, and create a trip that will fill your family's photo albums and hearts with joy. Happy travels, everyone!